Hello and welcome to Rambly Running, or what could more accurately be described this week as Rambly Not Running. So lately, you might have noticed that there hasn't been a huge amount of running content. And normally I like to make a running video at least every couple of weeks at the absolute minimum. And there's a reason for that, and that is, well, if you've been watching videos, with the running videos particularly of late, you will know that there's been all sorts of kind of stuff going on. And unfortunately, one of the things that has happened as a result of that, that's taken a bit of a dent, has been the opportunities to go out and run. And the reason, really, I'll say things have been happening. I mean, you don't need to know particularly what any of those are, though I have spoken briefly about some of these things in previous videos. Fact is, a whole load of things happen. If any one of these things had happened, it would have been stressful enough. But what's actually happened is a load of things have happened, all of which, or individually, would have had high stress levels, and they all happened within a few weeks of each other. There you are. Life does this to you at times. And unfortunately, some of these things are kind of zapping of one's time, which means that something has to give, and unfortunately, it's been running. Now, recently I thought, oh, I do want to try and get out for a run because I absolutely love it. It's a good stress buster, frankly. And then, as luck would have it, I went down with a nasty cough, and that then turned into a nasty cold. Brilliant, not good for running. So it kind of, yes, one thing after another, isn't it? So anyway, I feel like I'm kind of getting over that now. I feel a bit breathless walking up this hill, but I'm hoping, and talking at the same time, not a good combination, but I'm hoping that maybe in the next sort of week or so I will be able to get out for a run. That is my hope. And then maybe I can film an actual running video, an actual rambly running, where I actually do some rambly and some running in the same video. That would be good. So it does mean that at the moment, some of the things that I wanted to do, that I planned to do, are kind of a bit on the shelf, are kind of a bit on the back burner. So I do desperately need to get a new pair of running shoes. I really do. Some people add up, don't they, the amount of miles that they kind of do out of a pair of runners and know when it's time to replace them. Perhaps they track it on Strava or something. I don't really do that, but I know that I do definitely need to get a new set of runners. Without doubt. I thought actually about getting a redoing my gait analysis, because I got gait analysis done a while ago when I very first got when I got my latest runners, I think, and I've done such a lot of time, such a lot of miles since then, and I just thought it might be good to perhaps just, you know, have another check up on it. I'm sure it won't have changed massively, but I just thought, you know, maybe there'd be a good opportunity to do that. Because I mean, if you've seen actually videos that I've done, will be a long time ago now, but I get a kind of wear in the same place on my running shoes every time, and I think they're probably not right, maybe, for the way that I'm running, which is weird, probably, knowing me. So it would be a good chance to do that. So I want to do that. There's been talk also about running watches. We talked about that a little bit on the channel, quite a bit actually of late, and I do that still kind of in my mind, and I would still like to kind of resolve that, because I want to do some more kind of slow running and kind of heart rate, look at that kind of heart rate running, because I know I definitely need to work on that. So there's all sorts of things I'd like to do, but kind of the opportunities at the moment, frankly, are not really presenting themselves. But you know, it's there, it's gonna happen, and when it does, I will vlog it. So with this kind of unable to get out stuff, it is, I've just checked in fact, 3.5 weeks since my last run. This must be the longest time that I have gone without running. Although I did injure myself, and I was hobbling around on crutches a couple of years ago, and might even be longer than that, and yeah, so that was probably longer, wasn't it, than 3.5 weeks. And I know, it's a bit dark, I'm afraid, hope you can see me, I know that I got back into the swing of things surprisingly quickly, and that was right, not really doing much in the way of kind of any kind of movement really, but I am at the moment still getting out and walking, so at least that's something. So I'm keeping my fitness levels up there. But it's funny actually, because I've just done a bit of a walk here, and I can feel that I'm definitely not over this kind of chesty cough thing that I've had, although I might not be coughing quite so much. I can really feel it in my chest, and I won't get any more descriptive than that. And yeah, so I feel, yeah, I'm still a little bit way off running. There's been some nasty bugs around this winter, actually, things that seem to kind of be hanging about for a lot of people as well. So that's not great, is it? But actually, in the past, there were times when I would be worried if something like this would happen and be thinking, how on earth am I going to, my fitness level will drop off a cliff and I will never get back to it. But in actual fact, once you can do these, once you can get out and you can run and you kind of know what you're doing, it's fine, it's okay, it's not worth stressing over. It really isn't. You can find your way back really relatively easily. It's not a problem. It really isn't a problem. So I'm actually not worrying about it at all. But I would like, after 3.5 weeks, I would like to think that I'm not going to go too much over 4 weeks before I can get out and have a little run, even if it's just like, 2 or 3k, just like a run around the block. That'll be something. So that's what I'm hoping for anyway, and I'm hoping to get back on it. And all these little things that are going on, yes, they're going on, and again, I'm not trying to stress about them. It's just a case of you tackle each thing that life throws at you, and you kind of try and, make the best of it. So, and there is always, as I spoke about in a recent video, there is always that silver lining somewhere that you can find. So anyway, I'm sorry this has been a bit rambly, but then this is the Rambly channel, so what do you expect? And hopefully it won't be too long before I actually have another running vlog on the channel and can actually talk about, running stuff and nonsense as well, because I've got some nonsensy stuff to talk about. And I would love your feedback as well, because I have a little bit of mix of content at the moment after doing lots of just solid running videos for a while, to see whether that would generate more views on the channel, and it kind of didn't. It just kind of plateaued. So I thought, okay, I don't think necessarily it's going to do any harm for me to chuck some other stuff in. So that's why I kind of did that thing. So if you have opinions on that, I'd love to know them as well, because you are what makes this channel, what makes me want to make the videos, frankly. So do keep me updated with your comments. I love to read them. And if you've liked this ramble, which, let's face it, it has been, then please do hit the like button, and I will see you for another video, hopefully slightly more entertaining and less kind of, droney, very soon.